Based on these the latest situation, we have essentially factored in close to sort of 10 to 20% collapse in GDP over the next 2 fiscal years. And this is based on our assessments of previous crises of this similar scale, including actually Myanmar, where in fact very recently the World Bank brought its forecast down for Myanmar to about 18% contraction, simply because of the political crisis there. So it's really unlikely that Afghanistan is going to be able to post growth. Let's also not forget the country continues to face the pandemic, and of course has only vaccinated about 1% of its population so far. So that specter hasn't quite gone away. In addition to all these other coincident factors.
And what's fascinating as well, Anwita, is that we now have the geoeconomic situation starting to play out. In the wake of the US withdrawal, China has begun to fill that economic and power vacuum, pledging to offer food, to offer vaccines, and perhaps even in the longer term, invest in the Afghan economy. What do you think could happen next year, and what is China's long-term plan for Afghanistan?
I think China's position in this situation is really quite interesting. And in fact, in our analysis at Fitch Solutions, we have factored in China sort of investing big into Afghanistan as a positive growth scenario from a development investment perspective. Now, what China has done so far has provided aid, and that sort of improves its sort of relationship with the Taliban government, whilst obviously Western whilst jury is out among the international community as to how they're going to view the Taliban government. So that in itself it provides China a foot in to the situation in Afghanistan. Having said that, the Chinese investment sort of approach has become a lot more conservative over recent years, not least because the country in itself is facing a rebalancing, which means that whilst yes, from a strategic perspective, China will try to feature more from an aid perspective in Afghanistan. Investment itself might be a little bit shy to come into Afghanistan, given the political uncertainty and the economic crisis that looms large. And then this has also been the experience in Myanmar, incidentally, where we did think that China would play quite a major role in shoring up the economy, but they haven't quite done that yet.